Hello, I'm Shamira Kamal from Section 11.
Greetings everyone, my name is Islan Daniel bin Roslan and my matrix number is BP 18110274 and I'm from Section 11.
My name is Nur Farhana binti Muhammad Fairuz, metric number BP 18160426. I am taking Creative Communication, Section 11.
Hello everyone, my name is Alif bin Othman. I'm a student from the Faculty of Business, Economy and Accountancy. So I am taking the course of Hotel Management.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Shamuddin bin Rahman. I'm from Section 11, the group of Spicy Chicken MCDELUXE. Pass.
I'm going to critic a film entitled White Chicks, which is a 2004 production film. So now I'm going to talk about the plot of the story. So the plot of the story begins with these two FBI agents, Kevin and Marcus, and they were told to escort these two rich white girls, Brittany and Tiffany, to the Hamptons in order for them to not get kidnapped. So on their way to the Hamptons, they got into an accident and both of the girls got injured in the face. They refused to go to the Hamptons with that kind of face, and this is where Kevin and Marcus decided to impose themselves as the white girls themselves in order for them to not lose their...
And today I am going to critic a film entitled White Chicks. The plot starts when these two FBI agents, which is Marcus and Kevin, they were told to escort socialites Brittany and Tiffany to the Hampton to avoid any kidnapping happens towards them. When they are on their way to the Hampton, an accident happened and the two pairs injured themselves on the face. This has made the pair, Brittany and Tiffany, refuse to be on the Hamptons cover magazine, and in the meantime, Kevin and Marcus told them the real thing on what they were there for. So Kevin and Marcus then decided to impose themselves as the white blondies in order for them not to lose their job as FBI agents.
White Chicks was released on 2004 and directed by Keenan Ivory Wayans. The main actors are Marlon Wayans, who act as Marcus, and Sean Wayans, who act as Kevin. A little bit summary of this film. Movie is about two FBI agents, Kevin and Marcus, who were assigned to protect the Wilson sisters, which is the Harris of Cruise company, named Tiffany and Brittany Wilson. And on their way to the Hamptons, they were involved in a little accident which caused them to leave some mark on their face, getting injured. So that the two agents won't lose their job, they asked the girls to stay at the hotel, and they disguised themselves as the Wilson sisters.
So today I will do a film critique for the subject of Creative Communication Section 11, led by Miss Patricia. So after discussing among members, we agreed each other to do film critique of White Chicks, a film from 2004. It is a very classic movie, okay, a childhood movie for me. I was 6 years old at the time, so it's already been 16 years. So this film is directed by Keen Ivory Wayans. The stars for this film is Sean Wayan and Marlon Wayan. We call them the Wayan brothers. So basically, this film is about two FBI agents, which is Kevin and Marcus, were told to escort the pair of rich daughters of a CEO, so which is Brittany and Tiffany. They are a very stereotypical type of girl, okay? So Kevin and Marcus were supposed to escort them to prevent them to be a victim of the high-profile kidnapping. So they are going to the Hampton for a fashion event, but suddenly there's a car accident happen, so that left us scars to Brittany and Tiffany's face. So a stereotype of girl. So they lose their confidence. So they ask Kevin and Marcus to act in disguise as them. Kevin and Marcus will be act as Brittany and Tiffany. So it is very tough job for them, but they must do it to make sure they do not lose their job as FBI agents.
So for the film critic, we choose White Chicks. Then this film was released on 23rd of June 2004 by Keenan Ivory Wayans. The main characters are Sean Wayans and Marlon Wayans as Kevin and Marcus, also as disguise of Tiffany and Brittany. So to summarize this film, Kevin and Marcus are two FBI agents as responsible to protect Brittany and Tiffany from any kidnapping. Any kidnapping happens towards them. And then, on their way to the Hamptons, an accident happened. So the pairs of Brittany and Tiffany got scars on their face, and then they told the two FBI agents, which are Marcus and Kevin, to disguise as themselves, Brittany and Tiffany. So Kevin and Marcus disguised as Brittany and Tiffany throughout the event.
I like how the film portray and being thoughtful about sensitive issues. So there's this one scene where Kevin and Marcus being with the girls in the car, and they were listening to this American song. If I'm not mistaken, it is 8,000 Miles. The song is 8,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton, and they changed the channel to a hip-hop song, which is basically most black American loves to listen to. And the white girls, they actually were very precautious of listening to the songs because of the N-words. They do not want to sound rude or anything, but then Kevin and Marcus say that it is okay to do so when nobody's around. So this actually makes me very attracted to the
First thing I love about this movie is because it has many different genre inside this one film, which is an action, comedy film, and it had a lot of funny scenes. One of the scenes that I really like on this film is when Kevin as Brittany catch a pickpocket that takes his handbag when he goes shopping with his friend. He ran just like an athlete to catch the thief, and that scene makes me laugh so bad because it is so funny. Doesn't matter how many times I watch this movie, it always put a smile on my face. The characters of two black guys trying to characterize two white upper-class women has endless amount of hilarious moments throughout the movie. It might not have Academy credential, but a great family comedy I can watch.
Positive aspect of the film is that it shows a little bit of how the hardship of the girls' world, and other than that, it shows the inside of how the rich lives are, and show us that it is not always that perfect. And Other than that, the comedy, the punchline of the comedy is really entertaining, which never really get you bored. Even after watching it for many times, it still never get bored.
What I like about this is it's a comedy type of film. I really like comedy and also the characters.
What I like about this film is that it is very funny because I like comedy film. So I love I love to laugh. So I really love it. The effects, the music, and also when Marcus and Kevin disguised as Brittany and Tiffany, they came to a party and they dance. It is very funny for them. And also the music, the setting, the plots, I really like it.
I dislike how the film actually portrays a lot of adultery and also vulgarity in most of the scene. And one of the scene that actually portrays that is when a character named Latrell was eating this oyster dish, and it is actually a subliminal message for its viewer on how he eats the dish. It was really disgusting if you have watched it. And for me as a female, I feel disgrace on how he did.
Meanwhile, for the negative aspects, I think it's a little bit racist because it is more into racist comedy, and some of the review of this movie also said that it is kind of racist. For us Malaysian, it won't be concerning to us because it's not related to us, but to them it is kind of racist because it shows these two black guys acting like the typical and stereotype white girls. So it's like mocking them at some sense, like they were acting that how they talk, how they walk, how they spend their money, how they spend their life. So it's kind of racist and it may offend some people.
No, it is a very interesting movie. So what I don't like about this film is because it is too obvious. Like you already know what will happen next. So it is easy to predict. But still, this film is very funny.
But what I don't like about the film, which is the negative aspect, for me, I personally love it 100% because I'm an open guy. I'm very open to everything. So about the races of white people, black, even the title is White Chicks, I don't really care about that because I just appreciate the film.
I'm going to rate the film an 8 out of 10 because of its genre. I really like the genre, which is an action comedy film, and I also like how it portrays a lot of moral values at the end of the story. But I could not give 10 out of 10 because there's something that I don't like about the film.
And for the rating for this movie, I give 8 out of 10 just because of the movie is lack of moral values and there's so many adulterous scenes. Although this movie is suitable for all ages, but I think children are not particularly good at watching it. This is because the movie has more adult scenes, but overall, I'm very satisfied with the quality of this film in terms of storyline, setting, and the song used in this movie. I hope this movie continues with White Chicks too.
But overall, my impression of the film, it is really entertaining. It leaves some memorable impression, like when Terry Crews, who played as Latrell Spencer, sang the 1,000 Miles, which is one of the iconic scene for me. And there are a lot of iconic scene in this that makes me really entertained and makes me never forget about it. So overall, this movie is really entertaining, except for the racist matter.
The rating I will be giving them is 8 over 10 because I really enjoy watching this film.
So alright, for overall, the rating for me is 8.7, I guess, from 10. So I really like it.
Okay, and that's all for my film critic presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it from me. Thank you.
Thank you.